Hello, hello. It has been a bit, but we're back. And Stream Elements never said anything. Is she okay? Thank you. I was in waiting mode because I had a psych appointment before this. And so I was like, you know what I'm going to do? My makeup. And then I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do my makeup and a transition video TikTok. So that's what I did. And then I tried to connect the song to Free Farming for Child, and it really only works if you live inside of my head. But that's okay. And it was fun, and I like it. So, you know, sometimes that's what you gotta do. But I put so I did green eyeshadow, and then I did like a gold shimmer over it, which, it was something about it really hit the vibe. But anyways, it has been a week. Last week was just real bad. I could not be in this upright position without the tension in the back of my head feeling like it was just going to tense up so tight that it snapped. I'm sure that's not what was happening, but that sure as heck is how it felt. So not great. Um, so I spent most of the week with my neck very supported in a somewhat reclined but good for my back position. It was hard to stay comfortable, and it was also very hard to stay entertained because I'm a workaholic. That's not usually something that people expect from someone who's, a freelancer, self-employed and all that, but I don't know what to do when I'm not working. So I was very this last week I explored some more features of Horse Ranch. Was I able to make a doctor's appointment? Uh, Not yet. Things are a little hectic at my doctor's office because one of their physicians is retiring. And so there's been a lot of divvying up course or workload and whatnot, and it's been, so it's a little hard to make appointments online, and I know I'm gonna have to call. They told me that, uh, for existing patients, and so it's like I I just have to have the spoons to phone call. Um, yeah. But alas, yeah. So I played a lot of The Sims last week, partially because it wasn't giving me motion sickness, unlike Genshin and Slime Rancher. Although I was able to play some Genshin. I couldn't play a lot of Genshin, but I played some Genshin, so you know my my battle pass has some amount of progress. um, and I also went and I got almost all of the teleport points in Fontaine that you can see. Uh, there's a couple underground that I didn't grab, and that's just because I didn't feel like looking for them. Uh, you know, as it goes. But no, oh my gosh, a piece of eyeshadow is in my eyeball. But yeah, so I was playing a lot with Horse Ranch though, and so I was like, it's kind of like work because I'm learning more about the features, and then I can have, businessy related conversations about whether or not I recommend it as a pack. I do, by the way. I do recommend Horse Ranch as a pack, as a matter of fact. Literally the only thing that seems to be bugged to hell and back is ranch hands, but they're not unplayable. It takes a little convincing, but eventually they work. So honestly, compared to some packs that are literally mostly bugs with some features, I would say Horse Ranch is pretty damn good. But anyways, here we are. It was a rough week on that end, but luckily I was too tired to really feel too antsy or anything. And now, after doing basically nothing for the amount of time that I did nothing, I've recovered It's crazy. It's almost like when people say that rest helps. It's true. But yeah, so I'm gonna put on my glasses so that I can see this game. Oh my gosh. Seriously, it is in my eye. This is not an ideal time for y'all to be able to see me in much better view as I'm like pulling at my eye to blink out whatever. Sorry. I was in a rush, so there's definitely some eyeshadow powder that fell. I did my best not to do that. Also, this choker, I got it at like end of June, beginning of July. It was this set of different chokers, and they were all different colors, and they all have a different little charm on them. And this one is the baby blue, and it's got a little flower charm on it, and it is so cute. I like it so much. I love the whole thing. There is a white one, and the charm on it is a little mushroom, and there's a pink one, and so it's got a heart, and there's a black one that's got like a star, and I can't remember what's on the purple one, but there's a purple one, and anyways, it just brings me a lot of joy. I'm sorry, I haven't seen you guys in a week, so I'm just like, things and stuff. Okay. I should be able to see through these now. Into the game. Oh. Hello? There we go. Yeah, not quite level 10, because I wasn't feeling that good. It really does. I don't know what I feel like I feel like these glasses, they always pull together the vibe. Which, Kat, you specifically know what I mean, because we have the exact same glasses. Um, they've just got this vibe, you know? Nothing like vision to really pull together an outfit. Anyways, I'm standing here because the last thing I did last night was farm some freedom because it's Vogue. Yeah. That's in their contract. When Vogue makes glasses for prescription use, it has to also be the ultimate accessory. But yeah, and I forgot how much I fucking hate this domain. I'm like, oh, this is why I have almost no Mondstadt talent cards. Got it. So the plan is we're only going to do 3 weekly bosses tonight, and then I am going to condense some of my remaining. Oh gosh, I named the team Zip Zap. It's because of the overcharge. um, oh, I got the girlies ascended. They're all level 88 now. Um, all of their artifacts are completed, and because of that, I now know which of their artifacts I might switch around. Yenfei's doing great. She's perfect. Truly could not have asked for better. I'm actually pretty happy with how Dory is doing as well, to be honest. And Kale, it's really just Candace's artifacts. And that's because we're working with 2 separate artifact domains for Candace that both hate me and everything I've ever done. So, you know, that's okay. But, oh, we still have stamina food in us. Oh boy. Okay, anyways. So, the plan is to obviously do the commissions, and then we will do the like weekly requests and bounties. Actually, you know what? No, we're not going to do weekly requests and bounties tonight. We'll do bounties on Wednesday. I'm trying to think because we started late and I don't want to be up super duper late. Oh, hello, Stream Elements. Fancy seeing you here. Hydro Traveler's Talents. Oh man, yeah. Yeah. I haven't even looked at what Hydro Traveler's talents are. I don't really. I thought I was gonna really like Hydro Traveler, but I'm just kind of like, eh. I think it's because I was expecting Hydro Traveler to like hit as hard as all of the already hard-hitting, incredible Hydro characters we already have, and maybe I was just holding them to too high of an expectation, so I don't know. Although I do also have them on a Dendro set right now. Just really like the squirt gun. Yeah, I do like the aiming thing with their E. I do like that. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I didn't super love Dendro Traveler right out the gate either, but then they grew on me. So like, we'll we'll give it time before I make any true decisions. You're so real for that. But yeah, so we've got commissions, then we've got the weekly boss fights, the Horbs. um and then we've got like 2 runs through the talent domain, and then and we'll finish up the Archon quest. And then, depending on how much time we have, we will do some of the event quest that is going on. Yeah. Alright, let's go see Ella. And in case anybody was wondering, I have not got messages to Godwin any more times. I'm beginning to think it's only going to come to me. What was the plan? We're gonna do dailies, and then we're gonna do... Yeah, I know. I kept sidetracking, and then I changed my mind in the middle of what I was saying. We're gonna do dailies, and then we're gonna do the weekly boss fights. And then I'm gonna do the freedom domain a couple times, because that's today. And I need so much fucking freedom. And then, after that, we will finish up the Archon quest. If there's time, we will do some of the event. Yeah. Ah! Wait, was it the one from Godwin? Or was it the one to him? Like, was it him? Was it specifically him? Oh my gosh. You know, I really think that we should be able to beat him up just a little bit. Oh yeah, and as you can see, I did some light desert exploration-y things. Honestly. I've had it sometimes, like, do that even when it's set to something. Like, sometimes it's just like, nah, you need this one. Yes, okay. Let's not wake the others. Ah!
Right.
Okay. They were already awake, Ella. I don't know if you know this.
Grant us your blessing. Incinerate. You're exposed.
I didn't realize that her final health was...
Too easy.
Wait. Wait, what?
You're exposed.
Sorry. Candace's health is changing by like 2000, and I'm sure that's related to. I'm sure that's related to her talents or something. Okay. You know, I've never accidentally aggroed the Hilly Troll camp before, though, so I guess it does matter how fast you walk up to them. Oh, it's this commission.
Pin them down.
Just like we rehearsed.
Hear my prayer.
Magical lamp. Ooh. Yikes. Boom boom. Huh. Inadmissible evidence.
I love getting stuck.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi. What's this? Yeah. You're Morris?
Ha, too easy. Yeah. Ha. Tsa.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Ha.
Ugh. Elbow is a little out of whack, but it's mostly in place, and that's what matters, you know?
Yeah.
Let's sweeten the deal.
We shall prevent.
Yeah. Huh. Shazam! Hi. Breath of the flame. Duh. Ha.
Flee. Ha. Yeah.
What's this?
Pin them down. Ha.
Incinerate! Yeah. Yeah. Ha. Here's the good! Try this on for size! Duh, duh,
Ha. Too easy. Grant us your blessing.
yeah, duh, yeah. Ha.
Okay. Over here. Ow. Okay. Hands. Ugh. I will say I'm pretty happy with everybody's elemental or energy recharge. Fished all the fish in Fontaine. Hey!
Pin them down! Too easy.
You're more inside. Magic lamp.
We shall
There we
prevail.
I will say, they're not really built for taking on, like, pyro abyss mages and pyro slimes. But only like 12 off, damn. Alrighty. Why are you looking at me like that, Toulouse? They are the sleepy.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for complete.
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Okay. Okay. Gonna do. Okay. Now that I mean, I do not have very much milk. And I also am almost out of sugar. Jeesh. I can make so much sugar. Let's just do that. Can jump out of the water? Yeah. Sugar to make jam. Well, that's a rigged system, I think. But I can make some of these now that I've finished leveling up Kale. Things that I wasn't making because I didn't want to use the didn't want to use. Does anybody have character bonus? Just you girls. Okay. I'm so nervous about my eyes suddenly going out of focus on me like they've been doing for the past week and a half. Because I'm like, this would be such a bad time for that to happen. That would be a really helpful sorting. Because, like, at this point, there's so many of them. I don't remember what I've made and what I haven't made. And then, I don't know. Let's pick something to make, like, 5 of. Out of ham. Just about out of flour. I can make 5 hash browns. 10 hash browns. I'm gonna make 10 hash browns. Having more hash browns is always a good idea. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. I mean, I guess from here, I'm ready when y'all are. We are powering through. I really want to continue the Archon quest. One of the teleport points that I didn't get, one that wasn't underground, was like kind of close to where the next Archon quest, it accidentally started the event quest. That's okay. I'm gonna grab a blanket. Hi, Goose. Oh yeah, oh man, it feels like it's gonna be good. Also, we're having an ad break, so we can just vibe while load times load. Although, I don't know, I tried to accept that, but I don't know if because I was loading, if it's not gonna go through, yeah. There we go.
I'm feeling alright today. I'll take the chance to try to get some more done than usual.
I like the music in this little area of the world. Here, let's make sure that our food bag is equipped. Quick swap.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Alright.
But where are those who share the memory?
Oh no.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. Though it is where
It
many
sounds
things
like
come
it.
to settle.
Okay. Do you want to bring Kazuha or Venti for the grouping?
When I don't have much to
Okay.
keep me occupied,
Osmanthus
patterns
wine
start to
tastes
creep
the
back in,
same
and
as I remember.
as soon as I start
talking about it.
But where are
Flashbacks
those
start.
who share the memory?
Cool. As I keep readjusting. Why were our idle lines going? I don't know. They do usually stop once we're in the character setup screen. But hi. Oh my goodness. So earlier today, my mom was eating some prosciutto. Oh wait, let me change this to like, God, I wish these damn things were organized. Hold on. There we go. Was eating some prosciutto, which is salty, thin sliced meat thing. I don't know. But because meat, Oliver was like right there and his nose was going, and she's like, yeah, you're not getting any of this. And he huffs, and then he walks out of the room, and then lo and behold, who shows up in the room but Dakota, who jumps up on the desk, and he just starts walking right over to the prosciutto. And my mom is like, you can't have this either. I don't know what Oliver told you, but I'm not gonna let you grab this, actually.
There is no escape.
Hi, John. Welcome on in. So then Oliver came back in, and he's sitting in front of the desk, and Dakota is on the desk, and you can tell they're conversing because of the way that their ears are moving and their whiskers are twitching and stuff. And it's just really funny to watch because you can tell Oliver is like, excuse me, I sent you in here for the meat, and you didn't bring me any. Where is it? Like, Oliver, you can't convince the kids to do your bidding. He's not gonna get away with it any more than you would.
The statue will see.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Rise.
Really?
There is no escape.
Remember, health comes first.
Illusion shattered.
Faster.
Torn
Okay,
to
faster.
oblivion.
Faster. Sacred name.
Shine down.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Time for takeoff.
Taking a turn for the better.
Hearing Venti's wouldn't gliding be faster while I
Now you shall
hit my sprint button. So confused for a second. I'm like, Venti, don't tell me what to
Mind the
do.
side effects.
shine down.
Opening box of Adepti tricks.
Alright, going to the next.
Seems like an emergency.
Torn to oblivion.
Where's the shield? Here it is.
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
Sacred name, fortune preserver. Faster.
Shine down!
A bitter pill to swallow. Taking a turn for the better.
Wheel of life.
Illusion shattered! Now he shall perish!
I wonder what that achievement was. We'll find out. Alright, what do we got? Ooh, we got a chunk. We love to see it. Ever amber and such. Eh. Alright. It's okay. I need more gladiator pieces, like a hole in the head. Nice. I cannot decide on a comfortable way to sit, and that's really causing me some problems. Here, let me... Ugh, my office is all in disarray because I wasn't sitting here. I was sitting in the chair that's back there because it's, you know, more comfortable. Ugh. I'm sorry, Toulouse. Damn cats. Anyways. Ugh. Okay. Okay. This is moderately better. There we go. My feet. This could go a little higher, I would say. There we go. Yeah. I'm using my second smaller desk chair as a... And then, ooh, I bet if I move my keyboard onto... Sorry. We're still
According to
experiencing
today's
chronic
Forest
pain.
Patrol route map, we need to head
This.
here first,
Okay,
then make our
okay.
way over to there. There's a lot of writing.
So I've got my keyboard on this lap desk so that I'm not fucking up my wrist.
One,
And I moved my mouse in so it's in a good
three,
natural place.
four,
Okay.
um,
Okay, yeah. This works. This is fine. Yeah. Alright. Let's see.
I'm feeling all right today. I'll take the chance to try to get some more done than usual.
Microphone being homophobic? I probably need to move it closer to me since I moved further away from it.
1, 2, breathe, 3, 4, and
Sounded fine to you? Okay. I can't make decisions. Could have been on your end, maybe. I do have to, like, turn all of the way around to see, so y'all are getting my, my hyperextended neck, which I could not be more sorry about. Something happens. Yeah, the volume might have just dropped some because I moved further away from it, so whatever the volume settings on your end might have been just might have, like, emphasized that more, maybe? I don't know. As long as I am audible. Alright. Just stopped having any volume at all. Okay.
One, two, three.
That is also possible.
4.
Oh.
2, 3, 4.
Wait, I thought I replaced him with it. Okay, well, I didn't. Maybe?
1, 2, breathe. 3.
Because
4.
fire also.
Sure, I'll play you another tune, but it'll cost you an apple.
Unless... Sorry, I'm... I've never once... Fire is the other good one? Yeah. I've never once made a decision. Alright. Every time we do this domain, or even when I do it by myself, I'm always like, is this really who I want to bring? I don't know. It's fine though. We're good. Gender fluid and polyamorous with ADHD. Of course I'm not making any fucking decisions. No, I've definitely taken Yenfei into this when she was like level 80.
Oh, it's just some chronic problem I have.
Nope.
flaring.
I am a gay Taurus.
Bow before me, worm.
Time for your arraignment!
Orders received.
He's so damn dramatic all the time.
Torrent, take refuge!
My body. It's.
Hold the line! Motion to compel!
A bitter pill to swallow. Remember, health comes first.
Incinerate!
You cannot defy me, mortal.
Mind the side effects.
Life goes
Invisible
on.
evidence!
At my command, you shall fall.
Rebuild!
A bitter pill to swallow.
Rare occurrence of the
Be mindful of your injuries.
Hold the line!
things. Kokomi heals so damn fast.
Insignificant past.
For your arraignment!
like
I am
the jellyfish.
all-knowing God. Kneel.
I don't want to.
Allow me.
Hey! Stay still, brat.
Burn to oblivion.
Torrent, bring refuge. Yeah. Statue was seen.
Reality is pain. Good riddance, cruel world.
Bitter pill to swallow.
Not possible.
Hello? There we go.
Opening box of a
Remember,
dead
health
Dietrich.
comes
Grapple
first.
flame.
Mind the side
Close
effects.
the deep.
Ah!
Yeah. Hold the line. Yeah.
Ah! A bitter pill to swallow.
Boom boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
The statue was motion to compel. Rest and rebuild.
Kneel.
Danger.
I was destined for more.
That was another achievement. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. Uh-huh. Alright, alright. Sheesh. Honestly, he's always giving me so much. Load times, please. I think I definitely made the right choice in deciding, yeah, no, just weekly boss fights, no bounties. Oh, they added new co-op boss achievements? Oh, that must be what those are. Here, let me... Did we not have them for these guys? I didn't realize. Alright. Let's find those. Haha. I cannot see. Oh, that is nice.
Come on, traveler. Let's go.
The world is full of lost ballads just waiting to be rediscovered.
Okay, let's see. Chongyun. Yeah, I actually have enough of Child's drops to triple crown him. I have exactly 18 of his boss piece, and I did not convert any of them. Yeah. So we're good on Child. We're beyond covered on that end. Do I plan on crowning? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided. It's like I've never had all the boss pieces just there to do it if I wanted to, you know? So it's like, I don't know. It depends. It depends on how much of a pain in the ass the talent domain insists on being, I guess. If the talent domain is driving me crazy, then I'll give up at some point. But if it ends up being really nice to me, I don't know. I have like a bunch of the silver freedoms. I just don't have a lot of the golds. But I don't have enough of the silver freedoms. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm going in! Phew.
One with my blade. Weak. Ah!
Pathetic.
Life goes on.
Be gone! Why do they never miss? Huh? Absurd!
Forth my blade.
Hey, get over here.
Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals.
Sacred name. Fortune preserve.
So true, bestie. But we brought a zombie with us. So, does it bend to the will of the
One with my
undead?
blade. Submit for judgment.
Rise.
This body is eternal.
I love getting violently knocked the fuck out.
Everybody stand back!
Faster.
Yeah. No thanks.
Swift and merciful. From whence you came.
Let's light it up! Off we go! Witness the final calamity by royal decree! Perish! Let's light it up!
Life goes on.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Eternity is in my hands!
Okay. I hate this. But when I do this boss fight alone, I always end up just letting this kill somebody. And I just think I maybe shouldn't do that.
Forth my blade. Spirit blade. Attack.
Going in!
What the fuck? I'm sorry, Benny just did almost 50k on that.
Swift and merciful.
Oh no. I didn't even realize.
Weak.
We will avenge you.
Midnight
A touch of
phantasmal.
frost.
You're absurd.
Let's light it up! That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Stand back! The eye
Hey.
sweeps the lands.
Raiden, get over here.
Forth my blade.
Reveal thyself.
Why do they never miss? Huh?
But how?
Inferior. lightning falls on the land of eternity. This ends now.
Does it though?
This body is eternal.
Spirit blade.
Purge all obstacles.
Swift and merciful.
I'm going in. Let's light it up. There's no escape. Ruin follows my blade.
One with my blade.
Witness the final calamity. Inferior.
A touch of frost. Submit for judgment.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Forth, my blade.
It is in my hand.
From whence you came.
Mein Fräulein, your presence is urgently required.
This spells the end of the exorcists.
Everybody stand back.
Spirit blade. Attack. Swift and merciful. Forth, my blade.
I am once again begging you to stay still.
Weak.
One with my blade.
No
From
rest
whence
for
you
the wicked.
came.
Midnight
The eye
Phantasmagoria.
sweeps the land. Euthymia crumbles before me.
We finished that right before an ad break hit. Yeah. That is rough. But we made it. And your healing made that possible. Alright. It's like, I need to stretch, but I also am trying so hard to figure out how to stretch in a way that's not gonna move things out of where they're supposed to be. Hey! Okay.
Go.
I'm going to condense my resin a little bit. I know I can only do it once, but then I want to do like 2 runs in the Freedom Domain. Once with condensed resin, once without it, and then that'll be it on the co-op. The new thing brought new entrance animations. Wait, which new thing? Or do you mean like with the party setup? Yeah. Is it freedom today? I think it is. Yeah, it's freedom today. But yeah, I have 54 of the silver ones. I've got 19 of the brown one, which is more than you need. But I've only got 5 of the gold. So, you know. Definitely not enough of those. Justice, which is tomorrow. I need to be a person who farms talent materials is what I need. But unfortunately, I'm just really not. And I just really don't
Every journey has its final day.
foresee myself
Don't rush.
being one. Yeah, this is the ice bitches.
1,
Osmanthus wine tastes the
3,
same as I remember.
4, 2.
But where are those?
Where it's just, you know, icy, 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 and the ice slows your stamina. I recommend eating a stamina food before we go into it if you have. Because that, in my experience, kind of neutralizes the stamina situation. Here. Sprinting. That's the one.
Toodaloo.
Shine down. Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork. Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion. Everybody stand back. There is no escape. Go. Time to go. Inazuma shines eternal. Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's light it up. Shine down. Higher, higher, hands on fire.
Please give me at least a gold. Ah! Nope. No gold. Alright. It's fine. It's really good. I love that.
no escape. Torn to oblivion.
Everybody stand back!
Shine down. Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered.
Adventure time! I'm going in! Let's light it up! Motion to compel! Go!
Torn to oblivion.
Higher, higher, hands on fire!
Shine down.
Everybody stand back!
Inazuma shines eternal.
Time to go!
There is no escape.
Let's light it up! Going in! Off we go!
And it's... yeah. That's fine. Of course. Alrighty. Some other stuff will be done.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Having to do silver math? Yeah, but I'm not gonna have a lot of silver math, like, left over if I use all of the silver, you know?
4 and 1.
Oh! We got a 4-star out of that singular pull. What do we got? The fucking Widsith.
Where do you
Like,
want to go
I don't have
next?
enough silvers
If you'd like to see
for all of
Leroy's
the
full
silvers that are
spots,
needed for his
I have
talents.
a few references.
So I won't have any silvers to turn into golds, and I won't ever get to the golds without the silvers. I'm struggling to explain. Where's my other Widsith?
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Lior tend to stay a while. So it is where
Oh
many
my
things
gosh.
come to settle.
It's...
1, 2.
But I don't have much.
Oh,
Osmanthus
no, I have
wine
enough
tastes the
browns.
same
I
as
might
I
have...
remember.
I'm getting close to having enough
Who
silvers.
share the memory?
I'm getting close to having enough silvers, but it's like close in the way that I'll have no silvers left over afterwards. I have R5'd 2 Widsiths. I have so many of them.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Alright, that's great. That's great. I mean, yeah, I've definitely
Osmanthus wine
R5'd
tastes the same as I remember. But where
some
are
other
those
weapons
who
multiple
share the
times.
memory?
I
Hey, do
think
you know what?
Dragon's Bane is
Maybe
R5'd
do I?
twice.
I-
To today's forest
And then there
patrol.
is one. Yep.
We need to head
Um.
east first, then make our way over to there. There's a lot
1,
of writing.
2. Breathe. 3, 4 and
Yeah.
1.
My Rust is R5. So that's great. Anyways. Lovely. I love having more Widsith than I know what to do with. Super fun. So, I have so many, and I mean, I've been playing the game for like, you know, a year longer than you guys. But still, I don't know how I get so many of them. But anyways, gonna do a quick stretch and whatnot, keep my bones in place, and then we will finish the Archon quest. So, I will be right back. And I will be returning to single player.
When I don't have much to keep me occupied, old thought patterns start to creep back in, and as soon as I start talking about it, the flashbacks start.
I love that going during a blank loading screen. There we go.
the chance to try some more down than usual.
Also, right now I don't have Barbara on my team because I figured I needed more element dynamics than having 2 Hydro characters right now. And also to kind of force myself to use the Hydro Traveler. So right now my healer on this team is Sayu. I don't know why I felt like picking Sayu, but I did. And her artifacts are actually in, like, pretty decent shape. So she's level 70, but she's alright, you know? And I remember that I have built her before, like, so that she was usable. But, like, yeah. So here's what we got. Her HP is 17.5k, you know? Her attack is over 1,000, which is great. Don't mind that. She's got a 50% healing bonus, which is decent. You know? She's got the fish, so you know. And, let's see. Yeah, we're on half Maiden Beloved, half Echoes of an Offering. I don't know why. All of her pieces are at least level 8, I guess. She can get you out of bounds for a good bit, too. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, this has crit damage, attack percent, HP percent. This has attack percent, elemental mastery, HP percent, energy recharge. This has def percent, energy recharge, attack percent, crit damage percent. This has def percent, HP percent, elemental mastery, crit damage percent. And her healing bonus hat, just it came this way. So, you know, I'm like, oh, yeah, cool. So she's doing fine as a healer, you know. Her HP is in an okay place and all of that. So we're riding with Sayu, and it's been fun. She's not useless in a fight, and she does some healing. So that's all that matters. Anyways, go to the Fountain Plaza in front of the Opera House. That is where we left off. I find it interesting that that this world quest is just, like, on the map. Alright, hopefully we'll hit that teleport point on the way, but we'll see. Okay. Yeah, another one that starts a quest chain I know I did interact with. It was the itty bitty ocean spirit that was hanging out underwater. I only talked to her, so I haven't, like, started the quest really, but it is open now. I think we'll do that on stream, because I think that I'm gonna feel very emotional about itty bitties. So, you know. Where is that? Hold on. Ah! I love when the frame rate rates a frame. That's so much fun for me. Yeet! Hello? Where are you taking me? Okay. Cool. Technically, closer. So, you know, I'll take it. Is that a boss fight? No. No, whatever boss fight is like. I don't know. I have not fought the new bosses yet. I've done only a little exploration because I didn't want to start anything too important off stream. I mean, there's a good chance that I'm gonna do, you know, most of the quests and shit. Hold on. Let's grab this viewpoint. Okay. Let's grab this teleport. Alright. Trying to adjust the back of my chair so this doesn't hurt my neck. Oh, of course, as soon as I start, an ad break hits.
Whoa! Now this is fancy! The Opera Epiclese. What a place to hold a performance!
Opening a can,
no
sorry.
wonder Linny and Lynette were looking forward to it.
This has been my luck with the Fontaine Archon quest, where an ad break hits as soon as something with the Archon quest starts. Anyways, I am just drinking a, well, it's basically a fancy Sprite. Yeah, I want to do the chains on stream. The regular world quests, I'll probably not. But the chains look like they're going to be fun. And I've heard that they're not quite as long as the Sumeru Desert chains. The Sumeru chains in general. I mean, the Aranara, I dedicated a fucking weekend to the Aranara. And then I cried. The Aranara made me cry so many times. I'm not even embarrassed about it. Okay, welcome back to everyone who was just plagued with an ad. We've arrived at the Opera House. And Paimon said, wow. Oh, jeez. Alright, that's good. I'm hoping that that's maybe because people were like, hey, bro, did you know that most of your player base, number 1, has jobs, number 2, has ADHD? You can't be throwing these long quest lines at us. We need to be able to finish them. Anyways.
Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
What kind of fancy Sprite?
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
It's technically not a soda, it's a sparkling water. And it's a ginger citrus twist. So it's basically ginger, lemon, and lime flavored sparkling water. And it straight up tastes like Sprite, but not sweet at all. It's like if you removed all of the sugar from Sprite, it would taste like this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I like it. I would say that the intense sweetness of Sprite... Oh my gosh. How old must I be getting to think that Sprite is too sweet? This is how it starts. Anyways.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Aww.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache.
Hmm? Huh?
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
Oh, you know, we're just having one of those psychic experiences that hit us every now and then. I had a Sprite pretty recently. Because I wanted soda, but I didn't... Like, I wanted a pop, but I didn't want to, like... I don't want, like, a pop, you know? Okay, so strange voice in our head. Sure, sounds like Tuesday, even though it's Monday. Did you say something, Paimon?
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Paimon, this is not a new occurrence. Whose voice was that just now? My bet is on the sad dragon.
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Oh, Lynette! You scared Paimon! When did you get here?
When he asked me to wait here for you, remember?
No, it's been 2 weeks. I'm so sorry, baby.
Right.
By the way, Lynette, I seemed to hear a faint voice just now.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
Gotta love preparing to sound like a crazy person in front of your new friend. It seemed as if the voice was coming from the fountain.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you? Besides, it's the middle of the day. It's not the time for eerie things.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because of her sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
Well, the
When do
water
you
has
cry,
spirits.
Paimon?
Wait, what? What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. When do you cry?
When you're sad?
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Me too, Paimon.
And you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
That's an interesting explanation. I don't think I buy it, though.
So, what did the voice say?
It seemed to be calling someone's name.
Huh. If you are hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Linny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Linny.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not a big fan of opera.
Hello.
No two cases are alike. The details guide the story.
Welcome to the weeklies.
All right. Entering the opera house. Right, like that's a really logical explanation here. However, comma, sounded a little spookier than just someone crying. Not that there's ever a non-creepy experience for disembodied crying, but you know.
Ah, Traveler and Paimon. Good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
Yeah! We've seen a lot of stuff, but never
I can
this.
tell. judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets. The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Thank you.
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Linny.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Lenny, could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Linny.
Yeah. Alright. To the seats. Or up the stairs. I love the music in here. Having a great time. Okay. Alright. Get some good sleep. I love it! Alright.
Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down.
Alright, I'm gonna raise this up some. I saw you on the banner, and I have this terrible feeling I'm going to, or not on the banner, but like, you know, on the opening, like the launcher. That's the one.
We should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kind of awkward if we don't say anything.
You're up, Paimon. Isn't that usually your job?
You little... Of course you put this on Paimon.
Excuse me. I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya?
I have not seen his strip marketing. I'll have
years.
to...
Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down. Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk. But what should we talk about? Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Alright.
Oh,
yeah.
you're not
I don't
Linny,
doubt it.
then. This is
He's got the vibe. My
Paimon
particular
nearly
taste.
forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Vaudain.
I was
It
wondering
is an
when
honor
we'd
to
meet
meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tavad. And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait.
Well, now I'm
Where
extra
they left?
interested.
Could he be?
Oh.
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Neuvillette is. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Ooh, sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to. There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now. I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before! Ooh! They're dimming the lights! The show must be starting! Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today. Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Yeah, that doesn't
Now,
feel foreboding at all.
Without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations.
Because this is an
I know
Archon
you
quest
might
where
miss her,
everything
but
goes to
don't
plan
worry.
always,
She'll be
and
coming
that's
right back on
totally
stage
how the plot
momentarily.
works.
Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. Huh? But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
My anxiety waiting for something to go wrong in this Archon quest is through the roof.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Paimon didn't see him do anything! Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
What a show. No wonder he's a famous magician.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Thank you everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough, but Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member. Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes, and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow! How's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think
Trying
this
not
is
to
all magic
crunch
tricks,
right into the
or
mic.
does Lenny have actual superpowers?
So, what really constitutes as actual superpowers in this world? Like, I have questions. I have some follow-up questions. Because you see, we live in a world where people commonly can manipulate the elements. They can heal, they can conjure shields. At what point? At what point do they consider, like, obviously this is sleight of hand, you know? Paimon is literally flying. Skara walking is optional. The gods are real. Everybody's hanging out with them. People can teleport. At what point do we consider something a superpower or magic, you know? Like, obviously some forms of magic involve manipulating the elements without a vision. Like, before... Good logic skill. Like, before Signora became a harbinger, she was a mage. And that was her whole thing. She had basically turned her blood into fire. But she didn't have a vision, so it was kind of melting her face off. Until she was given a delusion by Piero, and the cryo, you know, counteracted, and then her face stopped melting off. Laser eyes? Maybe. I don't think anyone has laser eyes. I would say invisibility, but isn't that just kind of an alt run? Or like when Yelan does her thing, like, invisibility doesn't seem too hard to come by. I don't know. Alright, let's watch and see.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector.
Oh, I'm sure.
It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate.
Right.
Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box. I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meripede.
Oh, okay.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that!
I'm sure he's prepared, but with the whole crowd counting together, you couldn't even if you wanted to.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60, 59, 58!
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
54, 53, 52? Huh? Why aren't you counting, Nervalet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Oh, alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
40, 39, 38!
Mr. Linney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, mid-air right above the audience.
One moment. There's an ad happening. I wouldn't want the people who are not subscribed to miss out on the conclusion of this magic trick. So, you know. Yeah. But no, really, like, yeah. The way that Paimon said actual superpowers, I'm just like, what does that constitute? What does that mean? But I guess. I mean, I guess it depends on if, like, C6 Barbara revival, if that's like a canon event. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
I'm sure it's part of the show.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
No, I did not. Was it from the stage, or just to divert our attention?
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
25, 24, 23!
What's wrong, Mr. Linney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19, 18, 17!
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's alright. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10! Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
It means wow. tells me that was not according to plan. I knew that water tank was making me nervous.
Huh? Is this part of the show? Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Thanks. We'll be helping.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found.
Like the other girls that were going
missing? It was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearance.
I knew that was going to come into play with all this disappearing people shit.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
And to pull it off like this, in front of an audience, including the Archon and the Chief Justice.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Lenny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
No.
Yeah, Farina, I don't think so,
During
babe.
your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not?
I mean, yeah.
When I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right.
Yeah, like, in any regular situation, like, yeah, no. Babe, you're the prime suspect, for sure.
Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances.
But, you know.
He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
He's a suspect at most.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Lenny and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
Okay, yeah.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
Kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, Traveler. You'll support Lenny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
She's really... Yeah, okay. Yep. That's fine. Mm-hmm.
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met. But with Linny's help, our little duel ended in a draw.
Yeah.
But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser.
Damn, this is the most spineless Archon we've met thus far.
A riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
Huh. It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order. Well, Traveler, it seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linny's attorney and defend him in this case?
I'm friends with a lawyer. Can I phone a friend?
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth.
Uh-huh.
Linny and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot Outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
I mean, it is canon that she's looked into
Sorry about everything that happened just now.
laws all over
Were you
Tibet.
frightened?
She's obviously most familiar with Leah's,
Be
but
scared after witnessing an accident like that.
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
not really.
Good to hear. Thank you so much for trusting me.
Oh, us? I thought you were talking about Yenfei. Yeah, no. I thought you were talking about my phone a friend comment. Yeah, no. Yeah, we know the Knights of Favonia's handbook, and we know it's illegal to do certain things while gliding.
I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not, and I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Alright. It's very strange, but there's no denying that it happened.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Paimon, do I even want to know?
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh? Don't worry, Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette.
Paimon Holmes.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self. But with
Feel
the
your
guards
feelings,
watching our
babe,
every
it's
move,
okay.
it's going to be especially difficult
Oh my
for
gosh,
Lynette
it's
and I to
already
prove our own
11.
innocence.
Starting late is rough. Yeah, we're definitely not going to do
Good thing
these.
you agreed to be our attorneys.
Right.
Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Like, your savings?
Yes,
From
thank you
what?
so much.
I won't let you down. I'm used to bullshitting it.
Yeah, just leave it to us. Oh,
I
since
love
we're going
Paimon,
to
I
start
really do.
investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Oh, well. I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
Lynette's like,
I
technically they
suppose
are going to
you're
need to
right.
know some of this info.
The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial.
Yes, it will.
Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it.
Aww.
But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere
You
else
have the
if we're
right
going
to an
discuss
attorney.
our magic
If you
tricks.
cannot afford an
We'll
attorney,
go speak with the
some
guards,
guy will
and
be
in the
appointed to
meantime,
you.
You can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Alright, let's go have a look while
Cool.
the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case.
Yeah.
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
We're Linny and Lynette's attorneys.
Ah, I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants named Cowell.
Oh my god, the
Even
chalk.
though he didn't claim too long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him.
I'm sorry.
The assistants are usually in charge of
Shouldn't
setting up
be
and
this
inspecting
funny
the
to me,
props,
but it
as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd
Chalk
engaged.
outlines are just always kind of funny
As
to me.
you probably saw when you were in the
Like,
audience,
I understand
the
their
water
purpose,
tank
but
suddenly
it
fell
just feels
and
so
smashed the
absurd
box
to
with
look at.
Cowell inside it.
But why was Cowell inside? Wasn't the girl supposed to be in there?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then
And there's
burned
also
by the
something about
pyrotechnics
just
on
how, like,
stage,
round
causing them to snap.
it looks.
All these
It's just
factors
funny.
lining
I
up
don't
so
know.
perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Oh my god, she's still wearing them.
Are you both good friends of his?
She's still wearing
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
People can also be the most reliable evidence.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Alright. Oh. We get a case record? To confirm our evidence? We can check as yet undiscovered evidence and clues in the case record, then investigate the corresponding area to locate them. Use the perception skill to find evidence and clues that can be investigated within a certain radius. This will advance your overall progress. Okay. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants, named Cowell. He was well trusted by all his colleagues. His job was setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. This is where the magic box was struck. If Cal wasn't inside, he might have dodged the falling water tank. Oh, I see. I see.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall.
She's still wearing that.
The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
So either Lenny didn't realize this was a safety concern, or...
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
I'm just looking at where the rope snapped.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material! Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
It seems to be flammable. Like a type of flash cotton.
Huh. So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means... Wait, why don't you write all this down? Let's take notes.
Okay. Yes. Cool. Honestly, yeah. I'm so obsessed with it. Okay. Magic box. Okay. The magic box was left on the scene after the guards completed their investigation. Looking at it now, the water tank must have struck it really hard.
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Could you tell us who she is? We're Lenny and Lynette's attorneys.
Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
Oh my god, Halsey?
Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The Magic Troop members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case.
Oh, we can pull
Apart
that
from
up
the
at
fact
any
that they
time.
were all
Oh,
young
nifty.
women of around the same age range,
The
there really
hearts
weren't
are
any other
kinda
connections
blocking it,
between them.
but the little thingamadoo is up
Okay
there.
then.
Thanks for letting us know all this.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us.
Sure.
It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Yes. Okay. Halsey is the missing person. She's a famous painter. Awesome. It's another celebrity named Halsey. I'm sorry. I need to focus. It is getting late. I can't stay up super late. Okay. She isn't known to have been entangled in quarrels. Yeah. Meow.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Lenny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. what were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Yeah, well,
Lenny
what can
used
I
the machine
say?
to
I
pick
like
a
a
random
challenge.
member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared.
Yeah.
Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
So valid.
That much
I mean, I can't stop now,
Linny
so.
reserved our seats for us too.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Thanks. Sorry to bother you.
Even though it's bad for Linny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
Yep. No bias when collecting evidence, Paimon. Ah, yes, of course, this box. It looks like an ordinary box, but Linny somehow moved instantly from the stage to being inside of it. How did he do it? There's a person over here. Hello, eyewitness.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too. If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, alright?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Who are you?
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. And now that the incident has happened,
True crime bros
the thud has become an
made their
important
way
clue.
into Genshin.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Linny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank, or something like that. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
Fascinating.
Wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
I think it is so important to note that this guy has given us 0 credentials. Then wouldn't the water tank have started to swing a bit?
Oh, that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
Who are you, dude?
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
There was an audible thump that we all heard. Oh, right. Oh, wait. Nope. Okay. It's just over there now. Here, what? I was thinking that maybe we were gonna... Hello, Molly.
Lenny's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright.
Yeah. That was... It's like, thanks for nothing.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Okay. Care to elaborate?
That's right.
If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well,
Honey, we're not from this planet. What's up?
Who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula? From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
Ad break. Wonderful. Something about her eyes is so intense. Also, worst case scenario, if I have to stop tonight, she is. If I have to stop stream tonight, then we can just quickly finish the quest tomorrow before playing Slime Rancher. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Because I don't want to go too much later than 11:30. Because I am still recovering from being chronically ill. So, you know. A loss. Her bodyguard, whatever, grunts are kind of dressed like Genshinified men in black. And she reminds me of some anime character, but I couldn't tell you which one. Alright. Whoa! Snap, crackle, pop in my elbow. Let's not do any large movements.
Call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
I haven't done the world quest, no.
Should you prefer, boss?
I have no clue who this, I have no idea what's going on.
No need.
I love
you don't
it.
have to call me boss. Just
This is
Navia
the raw
is fine.
experience.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
I did do one world quest. I found a guy who was completely buried in sand except for his head. I found him while I was collecting. Oh, there's something in the world quest. Oh, okay. I found a guy. Yeah, sand guy. That whole experience was so weird, and I don't know what's going on, but I do think that the people who buried him were with the Fatui. Like, I can't prove it, I don't know that for sure, but it kind of felt like it. Mostly because when they were looking at us, they were like, oh yeah, she's the one he told us not to mess with. And like, we're new in town. The only person with grunts who would have told his people not to mess with us is Child. So, I mean, it could be anything. It could be anything. But at this moment in time, that's kind of what that felt like. And not to protect us, of course. I don't think he would be protecting us. I do, however, think he would be like, yeah, you don't want to mess with her. She will kill you. Right in the middle of the street. Like, just, you know, I do kind of need you to finish your shift. Anyways. So you want to investigate as well?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial
Oh yeah, her
disappearance
fit is
cases.
so cute.
My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely
Geo?
mastermind.
Really? We think so too. That's why we're looking for clues
Geo
now.
vision that I see upon her shoulder.
But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
I didn't even realize, but you're right. Wow.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence.
Geo is really the only visions that I can't really find the exact common thread, other than maybe High Wiz Low It.
And ask if she was pressing charges just
You
to
know?
keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges.
That sounds right.
And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
To be fair,
What's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
I like the way you view things.
All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait a minute, did that answer count?
Yeah.
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
No. I think it kind of causes problems. I think that making every trial a Judge Judy situation probably isn't great. Anyways, no.
And why would that be?
Doing so makes it easy for the truth to fall by the wayside. People who are a part of the trial are going to be more focused on entertaining than delivering justice.
See, Silver and Maloose? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact.
Real.
And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Maloose. Anyway, I like your answer. You pass with flying colors. Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Hmm? Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
That's more like it.
I think you're missing the point, Paimon.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth. You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
You're right, and you should say it.
I have nothing to add.
Oh, alrighty then.
We'll be making some preparations first.
Does this make
Just
Navi
be
a
sure
Batman?
To let us know if they start revealing Linny's tricks. Thanks.
All right. Hello.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating
Yeah.
the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes, after the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, Not from that point on.
What about during the show?
I doubt there was much opportunity then either.
How can you be so sure,
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melazines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here.
Uh-huh.
Alright, thank you for your help. This'll be useful info.
Woo! Alright.
We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me?
We found a stray. Sorry.
If you've got a problem,
That happens
I've
sometimes.
got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and we'll be helping investigate this whole situation.
We got
And these are
somebody
my
who
companions.
probably knows the
Would you
laws.
mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
Honestly, yeah.
I appreciate your kind interest.
That's why
Come with
Alice
me.
likes us
We'll
so
be
much.
heading below stage.
And that's why even though we've never actually met her, we love her so much.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box,
Travelers
prepared
gotta stick
specifically
together, you
for
know.
this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back of the door isn't the same.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
There's a box inside of the box?
Exactly. All right, let's go.
Is there
I'll tell
another
you how it
box
works
inside
as
of
we
the
head
box
down.
that's inside of the box?
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box.
And the passage linked the two boxes together.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side
So
using
that's
the trolley.
Probably.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Then what about your side of the trick?
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was
Honestly,
in the
yeah.
mezzanine in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant.
I love her so much.
And by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked! Wow! Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
I can tell a lot of thought was put into this.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
Don't worry. We got you. A ladder is required. Yeah. This should be the control device for the trolley. It seems to be able to operate automatically.
Huh. What's this?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Linny didn't mention this earlier.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
Yeah.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Maybe for a trick?
Oh, Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear? And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Linny didn't mention the guest having a wardrobe change.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them? Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
The eyes. Swirls. I'm having such a good time right now. Okay. Oh man. Alright. High precision is required to complete the magic show. Yep. All kinds of props and costumes are haphazardly stuffed inside. The trolley is crucial for transporting the magic box from one side to the other. Ah.
What is this place?
Looks like a vent.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
Other than those that go through the magic boxes. And Lenny and Lynette were in the 2 magic boxes.
Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that down.
Okay. Tunnel vent.
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes. Let's head back up.
Yeah. I love that, to be honest. That's really good.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malouse returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
It would seem so.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
The Oratrice will too?
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides,
And we don't find it
defenses from attorneys,
sketchy.
witness testimonies, and even the audience's
We're just out here
emotions will all
trusting
be
a
projected on the
machine.
Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
Nothing makes me sound like a
This
man in a
also
basement with
precludes
a
any
tinfoil
kind
hat
of
on
favoritism
faster
on the part
than
of the
some
Chief
machine
Justice.
in Genshin.
Not that this has ever happened anyway.
Fascinating.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
So that machine
No one can hack it or take control of it.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment, which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Why?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case.
That is true. We do have very
Not
disruptive
so,
outside
it
parties.
could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa, there's no need
It's
for
like,
that.
don't worry, dude.
Paimon thinks
I got
they have
this.
a point.
You need me to get us out of here?
Are they providing food?
I will get us out here.
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
It's fine.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Maybe. I was hoping to take you to try some
Honestly.
of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings
With
than
help
over
from
some tea and
Nahida,
sweets?
who's like, this is why we shouldn't let machines
Moving out suddenly
run the
doesn't seem like
country.
such a bad idea after all.
Okay. Paimon.
Just kidding, just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Huh? Here? But how?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
We've had those before,
Yes, I
Paimon.
must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough.
These three are quite the interesting group.
Honestly, yeah. Must be a spin de Rosula thing. Ugh.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling. From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
Paimon was just thinking, aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks. Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout.
Oh,
You
yeah.
also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons
Yep,
will
if you
crack.
don't beat them long enough or you beat them too long, it'll fuck them all up.
Fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite, strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
Thanks. Why don't you take a break as well?
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
We'll have to find a stopping point
Down to
soon.
business. As Paimon
Fingers
mentioned
crossed,
previously,
because this is
the
feeling
tunnel
so
seems to
point
be
of no
something
return.
of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines.
Ads. After this? Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Wait for ads to add. Yeah, no, this is... I love it, because we're in a very serious situation, but there's so many unserious things happening right now. And I just really like that. Like, I think that's just kind of Fontaine's vibe overall so far, is like, serious things are happening. And yet this place is so deeply unserious. Like, the Archon is the god of justice. And she is silly little guy. You know? I just... The entire nation is slowly drowning, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna watch some operas and some court cases that we're gonna treat like operas. You know, just, there's a murder trial going on. And Paimon is wearing... yeah, anyways.
The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly.
Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
So apart from the twins, we're left with two other people. The missing girl and the deceased.
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
There's no evidence that this third person exists.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowell.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowell before making her escape?
But she had no way of knowing how the magic trick worked.
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great! They're nice and crisp and super sweet!
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest!
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
It's fine.
Wait,
but also...
Even you don't believe Paimon? How could you? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach!
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Maloose, set up the stove again if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
There's no need to do that.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area.
All right.
I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Of course.
All right. Thanks for your help and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Maloose, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
Probability of third person being involved.
All right, it's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial. Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
All right. Hooray. So, I am going to close off here because it is 11:55 and I need to get ready for bed because if Zoe wakes me up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, that would be deeply unfortunate for not even getting 6 hours of sleep. So, we will finish this part of the Archon quest tomorrow before we play Slime Rancher. We won't worry about, like, dailies and stuff like that. I can do that in my own time, but, like, we'll at least, you know. Anyways, get some good rest, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. This has been so much fun. I'm having such a good time.